Hey everybody, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. I hope you're doing well and trying to keep out of mischief. This is a special. Ooh, I know. Tell me about it. Where I'm treating you. I am treating you. This is a special example of what a general vibes reading for the members side is all about. I know, breaking the rules, well, bending the rules. Just giving an example. So for the new boys and girls, we do 4 types of reading here. We do current events readings so that we can find out what's going on in the world, so that we can be unburdened, not get involved with it, just leave it, release it into the wild, as it were. We do timeless collective readings so that you can work on your personal growth, personal development. We also do prediction readings, and normally the village elites get special exclusive general vibe readings as well. They also get additional current event readings and prediction readings. But this was repeatedly requested concerning Trump and Harris, including, let's have a look, Jane, hello, and several others. And sorry, I didn't capture everyone's names and stuff like that. But it was a perfect opportunity, I felt, to just give an example of what's behind the walled garden for the village elites. So I hope people don't mind this. But here we go. So normally, or let me get rid of that rubbish. Normally, what we do is, this side is one person, this side is another person, and then find out what's going on in the middle, okay? Because this reading, when it was starting to be suggested in the comments down below, it was, and like thumbed up and stuff, it instantly felt, okay, this is a general vibes reading, which is normally a kind of like current trends, what's happening, a bit more of a deep dive. But I felt like it also needed to be public, as it were. So, as always, I don't know what's going to happen. We can join this lovely video together and find out together. That is what we're going to do. So can we please have, first off, Trumpy Trump. What's going on with Trumpy Trump, please? For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. So we have committed, commitment, in it, lover's card, okay, in it for the win, in it for what he believes in. Wow, disagreement, that feels more what's happening, persevering through. The disagreement feels as if it's on multiple levels, multiple situations, multiple issues and concerns and stuff like that. That just feels like he just feels like he's, and it's surprisingly doesn't feel like an ego thing. It feels more like he's in, committed, commitment. You know, he has to do this now. The Five of Needles feels internal as well. This kind of like, he doesn't want to, he just wants to go and like enjoy life, you know. This is not what he was expecting. 3 assassination attempts kind of things was the last count at the moment. All this rigmarole, all the lawfare stuff that he talks about and has had to go through, all this kind of stuff. It is wiring him down, but that's why he's persevering through. He's just needing to, it's bigger than him, you know? So relaxed, calm the F down. Hawk lady. Oh. The 9 of Pentacles we call on this channel Hawk lady. Very lovely indeed. We know it's a falcon. We know, we don't care. It's still a hawk lady. Right, so overarching energy. Ace of Buttons, Ace of Pentacles, planting that seed of opportunity. Magician, taking action, manifesting it in, making the win happen. Awesome stuff. Okay, so we've got him sorted. Now let's get the other deck out and have a look at Harris here. Doobie-doobie-doo. Same thing for Harris, please. Cackling Harris. What do we have here for Cackling Harris? For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. Yes. Page of Cups. Putting the work in. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom coming in. Page of Cups feels like her. Page of Cups, she's turning up as a kind of, oh, I'll flirt with this. I'll do it. Why not? I'll put the work in. I'm going to put the work in and that kind of stuff. And this is why this is rushing in. The Knight of Swords. This is, I think, one of the reasons why I wanted to make this a public one was, isn't it interesting that in the last week or so, she is suddenly everywhere, doing interviews and stuff like that. Isn't it interesting that she's suddenly, like, apart from the dinner that I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but it's just like I think it was Friday night, Thursday night, she didn't attend. She's one of only a handful of presidential candidates that's never attended this particular dinner for I think it's the Catholics kind of ilk. And instead she sent a video, which what I saw was just painful, just not funny. But yeah, it's one of these things where she's like, oh, go on then. I'll see what I can do, blah, blah, blah. I can't work out at the moment. We'll soon find out in a sec, but I can't work out at the moment whether or not the Knight of Swords is her suddenly kind of everywhere, or whether something's coming in. I can't quite. Emperor, Two of Wands. Emperor feels like the granddaddy of the Democrats. A lot of you in the comments say, "Oh, that's Obama." I'm unsure. I think that's a kind of an unnamed kind of person in the background, more like for me, for the energy that's coming up, because it doesn't feel. But then saying that, it doesn't feel consistent. There's something a bit glitchy about the Emperor there. Two of Wands is like making a choice, kind of like, what are we going to do now? How are we going to do this? And all that kind of stuff. Sun card, overarching energy, underlying energy is the Lover's card. Committed, but not kind of, like I said, it's more whimsical. This commitment feels more Emperor, taking all the shots, sorry. And is generally kind of decreeing what's going to happen for them to put the work in. But the Sun card, overarching energy, doesn't feel right. There's something amiss. A little, I can't, Well, we got that one. Anyway, this is what happens. We get the players and then we work it together. So here we go. Let's get the prediction deck out. What's going on between, what's going to happen, the election between Trumpy Trump and Cackling Harris, for the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. Okay. So we have All for Money, Underground in Hiding, Consequence, Damage Done, and this didn't want to come out, Uprising, Rebellion, Pushback. This feels very strongly like Harris, because obviously, and I can't remember where I said this, which reading I said it, or if I did it on Twitch, or I spoke about it on Twitch, but it's it's very clear that a month before, um, old Biddy Biden was replaced by cackling Harris, then all of a sudden it's like because of the money. It's like because as soon as they put somebody in that they actually wanted, the money wouldn't be involved anymore. They would have to start fundraising again, kind of thing. No one's explained where the money would go. Have you noticed that? It's like, oh, well, we have to do this because the law, the rules decree that it's only the two kind of like people on the ticket, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, fine, but where does the money go if that's the case? But a month beforehand, they were slamming her, similar to kind of like a Meghan Markle, kind of like all her staff hate her, they keep quitting, the this, that, and the other. We need to replace her on the new ballot. Because that at the time, obviously, old Biddy Biden was there, so we need to replace her on the ticket, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, she's gone from hiding away, which we were just talking about, which is suddenly kind of in everywhere, but the consequences are done. The rebellion is happening. Stay put. Prepare. Hmm. The that doesn't feel right. The stay put, it feels more about us than Trumpy Trump or Harris or like the parties involved. This is more us. This feels like hunker down. This feels like this has suddenly turned. I wasn't expecting this. Like most things, like most readings we do, I wasn't expecting this. Kind of like get a little stockpile together, kind of something. I may want to. Yeah, I'm going to get the dinky deck out to try and work out what this mutating kind of thing is here. Planned outcome, act now, and a sinking ship. Something tells me, oh, I need to be careful what I say here, YouTube and all that crap. There's going to be a last ditch attempt to kind of like somehow prevent voting to happen, or kind of like lockdown again, or some form of like this mutating kind of feels as if like it's an excuse to kind of no, we need to stop this, blah blah blah. But because I was wow, I was literally just about to say because there's currently obviously the proxy war with Ukraine and Russia going on, so that's not working. We've got the proxy war from America and Israel, and that's not working because obviously normally, like a president who's at war, kind of like their party kind of continues on for stability, so that's not working. So this is kind of like lockdown here, stockpile. There's bad things happening, or it's getting getting some sort of shenanigans. Like for example, there's one a dear member of the village. For the new people, this is the greatest good village because we're it takes a village to support everybody. But there's one that I know in Canada who is currently suffering with COVID. And when she said that, I'd like before I kind of responded, it's like, really, still going? It's still a thing. It's like And going back to the kind of the whole kind of proxy war thing, military action is overarching energy. Underlying energy, floods. This keeps coming out as if, yeah, everyone's in deep water, like treading water, kind of desperate, kind of drowning in under all the crap they're doing. It's that kind of energy that keeps coming out, both for Labour as well as now here. Um, it's like all the usual tactics are not working. The rebellion is still happening, going against everything because they can see the damage is done. They just want to kind of move on. Um, yeah, this is taking a turn, and I'm confused still about the Five of Swords. There, we've got the Ace of Buttons here. Courage to, oh, sorry, no, not courage. The King of Pentacles there, and courage was underneath. Yeah. Um, wow, this is not quite happening as I expected, especially with this planned outcome. Interesting that we've got a sinking ship as the outcome as well here, when the underlying energy was all about the sinking, not the sinking ship, the water rising, the flood, heavy rain, the water, treading water, all that kind of stuff. So they're definitely being burdened. And I feel like there is one last thing they can try to do to manipulate, and this is definitely the Democrat side, to try and stop the inevitable from happening. And that's the choice. So I think this rushing in here is not cackling Harris going out, trying to get, because the damage is done. They can see the uprising. They can see across X what's happening. They can see it all. They're not stupid. All right, let's be honest. So hence the reason why to stay put is to to lock people down, get provisions because of mystical, right? Mystical stuff. Oh no, it's mutated. Oh no, it's this, that, and the other. But it's planned, and they need to act now. But it's not going to work. Sinking ship is not going to work. The numbers just are off a Trumpy Trump. It's just not going to work. But it's one of those situations where it's like, if you are in America, really vote now. Get as many people to vote early as possible, because this feels as if like they're going to use an excuse to hoodwink this in some way as a plan to kind of like, oh, I'm so sorry, we've got to social distance again. Oh no, we've got to this, that, and the other again. And like, we ain't going to do the ballots or this. We're only going to use the ballots that have been cast now. That's the only way. This democracy, blah, 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 that crap. It's something like that gonna. It's definitely planning it. So, truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Let's use the cartoon clarity here. The truth, knowledge, wisdom for this spread, please. Right, here we go. So, family. What I'm getting that with family is more that kind of people coming back together again. I think it's been a long time. Especially in America, you hear it all the time, and I hear it even over here, that families have fallen out over previous elections. People have, not talking to each other, that kind of stuff, but the family unit are coming back together. It's blatant. It's like I said, it's a numbers thing. It's just like so many people. It's just like you can't keep lying about it because everyone knows about it. Real estate. That feels more like that feels like some form of like investing in people and things and stuff like that. But it's kind of skewed energetically, and that's what's I'm pausing here, because it's like it's almost if um yeah, the investments are not going to. It's like if we like stay put, you can't invest. It's like people are kind of locked down again, and it's like some thought there's. I may have to get the dinky deck out for that one because it really is quite a weird energy on that one. Um, Withdrawal, quitting the situation, quitting this. It's almost as if like people have woken up to what like they're still trying to control this. They're still trying to do this, and it's like it's not working. It's like people have woken up. You can't do this. Nightmare, exactly. The sinking ship. It's like they can't do anything. Meanwhile, we've got collaboration, overarching energy, underlying energy, loneliness. Wow. This is what I'm on about. It's a numbers thing. Can you see? It's like you've got 4 people over here that are kind of like Trumpy Trump, different backgrounds, different people, different situations. And then over here we've got the loneliness, kind of like it's a numbers thing. You can't. There's no way that you can skew it. There's no way that you can manipulate it. There's no way that you can. They've thrown everything at it, but it's like, it's just nothing's working. Nothing's working. So let me just dinky deck. Can we clarify the real estate, please? The real estate card. That's a bit kind of squiffy. The real estate card, the investment card, the real estate card, please. Thank you. Always appreciative. I'm always appreciative. I hope you are too. It's fundamental to have gratitude for all this to work, and lean into that spiritual goodness. So, can we clarify the real estate card, please? Thank you. Overarching energy, hermit card. Underlying energy, I've been told to do. I don't normally do. Reviewing this once again. Reviewing where are we going to plant the seed, that kind of stuff. It's this real. It's just like I said. It's like, where are we going to plant this seed? Where it just feels weird. They can't move on. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That's what I'm saying. It's like the real estate felt odd. Some sort of lie, manipulate. Oh, isn't Cackling Harris has said like one of her policies to give immigrants, illegal immigrants, homes and no money down and that kind of thing. It's not washing, but then for American citizens, she's saying, "Oh, we're going to give you a loan, or a grant, or whatever money, $25,000 or whatever it is, dollars, to put money down to get a home and that kind of stuff." But it's not washing. It's not going anywhere. It's not. It's like everyone can see. It's like, who's going to pay for this? It ain't. It's not. It's just. We don't want trinkets. We want nice things. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like people can see straight through it. That's why there's this weird plot plan scheme of whatever this is, whatever. And I seriously hope it's not kind of COVID 2.0, but it's like this here about locking people down, and kind of like people need to prepare kind of thing in America, kind of just a few bits in the pantry kind of thing, because of it, like this mutating, this weird kind of manipulation, this kind of, yeah. And then because it's planned, they've got to act now. They've got to do something to in any way, shape, or form prevent them losing control. And that's what it's all about. But it's a sinking ship. Wow. This is phenomenal. See, this is what you're missing out if you're not in the membership side of things. These little deep dives into kind of like what on earth is going on. This is why I quite like them. This is why these are the ones that I learn things from. It's like, ooh, maybe some R's as well, but mainly ooh. So if you enjoyed this kind of sneak peek into what happens in the Village Elite members, then please thummy the like button. That really sincerely and truthfully helps out the channel. It is so brilliant. Thank you to everybody who does it. In the comments down below, what are your thoughts about this here? What are your thoughts about Trumpy Trump and obviously Cackling Harris? I know this is phenomenal. What do you think? Have you heard any rumors, anything about this kind of... This is what I'm worried about. Well, that in particular. Has people have heard about increased of things, certain numbers, that kind of thing? Please share it with the village down below. That'd be lovely. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this, you can obviously subscribe. That'd be lovely. It is free. And ding-a-ling that bell. Why not? Come and join the village. Because the village is not just here on YouTube. That's the professional way of saying it. But we're also on Twitch most weekends, most Saturdays and Sundays, where we do free tarot reading for you beautiful people, first come first serve kind of thing, unless you bribe the system. We've also got the website that we're hopefully finishing off, which will coming soon, will have courses to help you through that personal growth, personal development. That's where you can find how to book a personal private reading if you're interested in that kind of thing. Also, Twitter is our alternative way of communicating, just in case. Right. And obviously our Discord as well, which is our village hall. And I'm hoping over this next week or so that we can blend the village that's been established over on Twitch for the last couple of years with our new sexy found village here on YouTube, and kind of blend them together. Kind of, oh, hello, make friends and influence people and stuff. But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. Speak to you soon. Ta-ra.